Hello everyone and welcome back to the Pyre. VioletPyre here, and today we are back for the new episode of VioletHaven, and I did not make any progress. Seriously, out of the recording, I still did not make any kind of progress whatsoever, and I mean that to the Ironfarm, because I would have been supposed to finish the hole. Which I definitely did not, but I'll need to do that today. And to be honest with you, I'm already 1 week after the last upload, and I still haven't done anything. The reason being, my French channel takes a bit more place than before. Yeah, not particularly perfect, but at least it's over, so now I'll have to concentrate here, and I have some really interesting plan for the somewhere in the later part of the video. And now, speaking of plans, I do have a big one right here, which is quite the explosive plan, might I say, and that is because I will need gunpowder to finish the hole, and I just want to essentially blow more TNTs to get more control explosions, because it's also way faster than just digging them by hand, because I don't have a beacon yet. And a lot of people will maybe ask, what is that like white hitbox? I use this schematic to know how big space I need to, but it's disabled so I could look how it looks, because when I toggle it, I just have the structure in my face, so I can't measure what is done already. That's basically what's down here. I just need to cover the whole box of air, so I need to remove every single blocks. So since I don't have a beacon or anything that could help me go faster, my only chance was to use TNT. That's the faster alternative that I have. Or I would have to try and fight a weather, which I don't think I'm ready for yet. It will be done in the future, but just I don't feel like now is the time. And there you go. So normally we should be set for the TNT. I won't say what I have done, but I will say at the same time, I needed more sand. Fortunately, I had 42 in the chest, but I just need to complete that stack. And then I'll be set. I just forgot how to count. So it's this time again, but this time I'll just bring you for a short time lapse, because I'll just want to show you what it looks like. So here we go. So here we are. This is the last bit I needed to blow up. And as you can see, I dig from 2 blocks apart a hole which I put a TNT there, 1 block deep. And that does essentially a perfect 3x3 explosions, which means that I could just cut off every layer by really precisely, and that meant that everything was flat and good looking. But I did run into a problem, as you can see on the right and forward. There is a huge cave that was underneath, which meant I had later on I needed to find a way to still be accurate and break things, because it was quite in the way, honestly. The fact that it was going all the way, like curving in all the middle and far corners, made it so annoying to deal with. But honestly, it wasn't that bad, since I just could blow up TNTs everywhere and just do the work instantly. But other than that, I made sure that there was no mob attacking me this time, so I couldn't die on top of a TNT once more and just lose everything, because I don't want to just waste all my diamonds on those stupid deaths. But I do think that this is way deeper than it needed to be, but at least we're certain that it will work. And now back to the server. Well, I think I'm done digging, and that's the first step. Now what I need is to just over here create the structure for the farm. But I do believe from the height that the villager is gonna be, so around like this height, they shouldn't be able to spawn the golems underground here. And I said I hope, because I really don't want to spend more TNTs to dig around here. And also I did have quite a help, because as you can see here, I had this huge cave here, which did save me a bit more digging around in here, but honestly it turned out more to be a pain than anything, because I had to just turn around and just split the TNT explosions, because I couldn't just measure it and go from side to side like I usually do. I just had to break this part, then break this part, and whatever. It was quite a disaster, but we made it. So I think I'll gather up my blocks and start preparing for the eventuality to make the Ironfarm. And after that, I do believe I have quite a lot of time left, so I believe it'll be time to show you my big plan for today. Also, the funniest part is that while digging the hole, I managed to fill every single chest I had there. And honestly, that's good, but not good, because for the huge plan that you already know about because of the title and possibly the thumbnail, I will need those, but it's way later in the build. I can't use them yet. I need to use Deep Slide from the beginning. But I don't think I have enough or anything, and I need space. And what time is it? Oh yeah, it just got about, of course. I'm also glad to see that those two are still rolling, but they aren't that much productive, but that's still something to make at least this base a bit more useful than it is. And for now I'm just gathering the glass, because I need glass to make the borders of the farm, because apparently golems cannot spawn on transparent blocks, which means that essentially that's what I need to use, because I don't want them to spawn on the edges of the farm instead of in the water. So essentially it's forcing them to spawn where I need them to be. That's perfectly what I want. While everything has been smelting, I slowly, but not slowly at the same time, started to gather the stuff I needed for the farm. And yeah, I've got a problem. One is that I'm out of gold and I need some powered rails, and I don't have enough slimes to use a piston machine to duplicate them. Or maybe I do, but the thing I don't have for sure are the dead coral fan. And that is annoying, because that is something that I will definitely need later on. I know I can just go to the nether and just get the gold I need, but I'll just not have a good time in there. And that's for sure. But other than that, the rest, I think I'll manage. I've got a majority of it just here, and the rest is all here smelting. I'll have to AFK a second, I think, and I'll be back. Well, everything is here, but the powered rails. So I guess I really have to go and get some more gold, eh? Well, I guess I'll just do that, and we'll go for the farm. And it's gonna be finally over and finally here. I can't wait to have infinite iron. So here I am in the nether trying to steal some gold. Now, how poorly can this go? I'd say very, but if I'm careful enough, I should be fine. I shouldn't be too much in trouble. As long as I don't anger these, I'll be fine. And breaking these ones will clearly affect them. Yeah, they are everywhere. There isn't a spot. I guess here, I can try here. Because if they, for those that don't know, if they see me break the gold, they will become aggressive towards me, and I do not, under any circumstances, want them to be aggressive. Because they can ruin my life. And me being on top of level doesn't give me trust at all. So I don't want to try anything that could nearly kill me and break my stuff in lava. Because I've lost way too much stuff with the Ironfarm alone. I don't need to lose more stuff while gathering for the Ironfarm. I assume would be enough. So I'll just go back to base and see if it is. Oh my god. Okay, I'm fine. Okay, it was barely enough. But at least we got it. That's all that's important. So that everything is done here. We should be able to crack on doing the farm. And I think that is everything. And honestly, I don't really know if I want to do it, because I'll have to move villages. Yeah, that's not usually good, is it? Like, it's gonna be pure torture, but I guess here I am. Let's do another time lapse. And this is finally the last straw for the Ironfarm. So I basically need to just do the structure, which this wasn't that hard. Honestly, it was quite peaceful and entertaining, I'd say. I did have quite issues later on with the placement of blocks, because I had to make scaffolding to make some stairs going downwards for the rails in the center. But that's you'll see that later. I'll explain it. But just here, I needed to make 4 quarters for that will be 3 villages that will serve as a iron golem spawner. Let me call it that way. So those essentially will get scared by the zombie, and they will spawn a golem perfectly timed, as when the zombie in the middle will circle around and come back to this cluster. So this amazing design made by Numbon is essentially perfectly designed that there is no lossage, or it's, should I say, it's max efficiency even, in which case it's really effective already, because we've got 4 quarters, and funnily enough, the farm is already done. That's it. Well, I am finally done. And I'm glad to say that the farm is finally over, but there's only one thing left before it's fully functional. And it's the most annoying part, obviously. And yeah, as much as the structure is there, I need to get the villagers in place. And that's gonna be really annoying. So I won't do a time lapse of that, because I might be long for nothing or very unpurposeful. And yeah, it's gonna be just a whole ton, a full load of frustration and all. So I'll just do it by over some clips. And I feel that it's gonna be way faster for you guys and less boring. And at least the tedious part's gonna be only to me. And here, yeah, at least I've got a whole lot of them. But yeah, moving them will be just tedious, because they are probably the most annoying thing in the whole game. Anyway, I better get to it, because I otherwise won't make it. Right, so that works. I've got one here. So basically, they reach here, and I just break the block under them. So that way they fall in, because I can't push them, because the fact that they'll just push each other out, so that won't work. So I have to take them from a height and just make them fall. And hopefully that will work when I'll add more, because they quite like to be annoying, like this one is, because for some reason he's stuck in the wall, and they just don't want to leave. And I don't know why. The AI is so broken, but yeah, essentially I don't have a choice other than move them by boat or minecart, because I will pull my hair out. And I would like to, I would like to have my hair after that. I don't want to become bald just because I'm frustrated over some villagers. Okay, go on, and you go in. And that works. Perfect. At least, yeah. So I've got my distributor of villagers, so I just redirected the rails, and it seems to work. But I just killed a villager by accident, because I apparently was low on health. I tried to break the block below him, but apparently I don't know, I must have hit the hitbox and I've broke everything, so let's try to not do that again. And that's at least, I hope, I won't do it again. Do not fall here, that will be really annoying to recover. Please just stay here. Please don't die. Good. I'm trying to braid. Please don't. Did they even succeed? I don't even know. I don't think I will break anything, now that I think of it. But at least that cluster of village is done. Which means I have to make the next one function. So luckily, since it's nighttime, they just rushed for the bed, so that simplified at least 6 transports. So I really hope I have the time to move the last of them, but I don't think I have enough left, because 2 died to make it, and I think I don't have enough villagers left. And I can verify that because the minecart has trouble to take more, because they are stuck here. God, that's gonna be annoying. So I do have another problem, which is I need a zombie to stress the villagers out, so that way they spawn the golems, but I missed the timing and I didn't have time to get one that would put a head on his. But now, since I have to wait on the villagers breeding, I don't have anything better to do than look for something around here, maybe a cavern or something that could possibly have a zombie spawned in. But honestly, I don't think I'll find any. So I'm gonna have to wait for the whole night to fall once more, which is quite annoying as well, but I mean, I have to do it, so might as well wait and hope that I can finally use an item or something just to not despawn. Yes, I've got him. So now I guess you can understand why I wanted him to wear a head, because I have to. You guys should know that I can't not. Oh god, I forgot. I made a terrible mistake. You guys should know that I cannot contain myself from putting a green head on everything. His face is so. It's such a good face to put on everything. I don't know why, but it is really too funny. Go, go, please, go. Good, because he's about to kill me. So if you can just stay here. No, 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 no. Do not do that, please. Okay, right. So I think I won't have enough rails, but that can be changed. So I'll just steal every rail I've got from here. I hope for the best. Alright, so it should be going into the loop. And he is. So there should be some golems spawning in. And that, what I'm seeing right now is not a good sight. How did he get there? Oh, that's right. There's 4. Why is there 4 of them? Where did you come from? I mean, I'll steal you because I need you. But yes, it works perfectly. Flawlessly even. Perfect. Right. Good. Good. And that was until it didn't. Man. Maybe I haven't done much updates about the project. But it's done. Okay? That's all you need to know. It is done. Now, you may think that I sound a bit knackered. Well, you'll be right. But also, you would not believe the amount or just the scale of profanity that came out of me while making this. Just, I got so angered that I forgot what I was doing. And I'll just explain to you in a minute, but the villagers were, for once, just misbehaving like usual. The last bunch over there was the most painful stuff I had to do. They would just jump off the ledge and kill themselves, or just my breeder got caught up, so I couldn't get any villagers, so that's why they're a bit more scampered. It's because I put water there, so they would just lift up and I placed up the carpet once more after. But while that was going on, this dude died 4 times. Because the golems were spawning on the bridges I made. So essentially he died at least like 4 times. And I mean that's an at least. So I had to wait like 3 extra nights because the zombies would not get ahead on them. So I had to waste so much time about that, doing just the zombie seeking. After that I had to deal with the villagers being idiots, and I mean complete idiots. It was the most unfun stuff I've had to do. And honestly, I'm just happy it's over. Because right now I'll be doing something that I'm really proud of, and I've been teasing it up all the video, and it's now time to go and look what it is time to do. Also, I am quite, yes, curious how much I've got while waiting, because, yeah, I guess you guys could do the math, and I think you'd be right if you're guessing that I lost too much time doing this. Other than that, it's working. And also, I don't think I did, but I want to credit Nembom from this design. And also, if I'm wrong, please correct me, because I lost the video of this. I lost the video of where I've got this farm from. I'm not sure that was Nembom displaying the farm, but I'm fairly certain that that is his design. It might have been improved a bit or something, but globally, I remember the idea coming from Lambon. But please correct me if I'm wrong, because I do not want to get this wrong. And if I do, I'll I'll pin a comment from there to say it, and I'll mention it in the next video. Don't worry. So at least justice will be made. Now, those who still are wondering, and I would be confused. Those who are still wondering what is my next plan is simply the main objective, the mega base. Now I don't still know where I want to put it, but I thought I would put it here somewhere. But it is super huge, so I need tons of space of it, but I did want to remain in a jungle if I could. Maybe on top of the hill, but the height might be a bit rough, because this build is really high, and I think it's like at least 100 blocks high. I remember I checked, but I don't remember the number, and that's a bit annoying. But I do have a hill here, and I think I'll use the hill for the build, because I do want to make it high off the ground. What are you doing here? And essentially, I need a height for that, but there seem to be a bit quite weird generation here. So, because now there's too much hill, I think, anyway. But I'll have to do my placements with my schematic. I'll see if it fits or if it doesn't. And I'll have to do more planning. But I won't, and I will make a place off camera, and I will start, you know, flattening the place and destroying the forest, so that way I can start a bit with you the project, and I'll finally I'm finally able to remove that white box here, because that farm is over, and I'm really happy because, man, I've been angered a much today. And anyway, speaking of the day, I have to leave for today, so it's a problem for me next time, but for you it's in a couple of seconds. Well, in the end, the small box in the ground was really not bothering compared to this one, because this one's in the air for first, so nothing blocks it, so I see it from everywhere. But this is the spot, and oh my god, the entrance is pointing this way, so towards the base. And I believe this is the good height. So what that means is that I'll have some serious terraforming to do. And I have to start by doing a huge square of dirt here, covering all the selection. So I'll start a tiny bit with you. And after that, I think since I'm short on time, I'll have to put out the episode, sadly. But at least the big project has been officially started, and I think that is an important thing. Because, you know, for my part, that's probably the most exciting part of the survival, is having a mega base. Though I can't get my bearings on which height I have to build the bridge. Okay, so here. Essentially, this is the floor. And this is going to be my life for quite a while. And I fell down. And I think that's gonna happen quite a lot. And that's gonna be annoying. And other than that, yeah, I think it's a time for another time-lapse. It's been quite a time-lapse episode, to be honest, but at least we've got stuff done, and we've done a big step on progression. And this is gonna be working for a long time for our final home. And I think you guys might like it. And honestly, I'm proud of it. So, let's jump right in. So here is the big job, and I did have a couple of issues with it. So you'll notice in a few times that one, I have the clouds in my face, and then the other times the camera would just move a tiny bit. But essentially what happened there is because the replay mode, when you get teleported or something, it teleports you to the player. And I mean the camera. And this is annoying, so I needed to replace myself constantly. So this is why you'll see a couple jumps here and there. And now I did remove the cloud, so this they won't be above that anymore. But as you can see there, I did have the tremendous task to build a large platform of dirt. I did not end it because I do not have the time for it. But as you can see, I did start to destroy the mountain just beside it. That's when I was out of dirt. When I was full of dirt, I continued the path, and when I was out, I just essentially destroyed the mountain once more. So that's basically how it worked. It might not look like it because it's 1 minute time lapse, but it's really sped up. So this was made during at least 4 days or more. It took a long time, and even just one session was a 2 hour, nearly 3 hour one, and the rest were 1 hour. So in total, I've worked on this like 4 or 5 hours maybe, but it was on separate days. But anyway, that's what's done for now. Well, well, well. Look who it is. It's me. Well, anyway, it may not look like much, but this is what I've done over the last days. But now I'm really running low on time, and I should be finishing this episode because, yes, I'm reaching the end. But that's already a good part of the first step. I think I could almost cover a third or maybe the half of the cubicle. Yeah, a bit more than a third if I would have completed this side. Just like a tiny bit more. Maybe like 1 on 2.5, something like that. But unfortunately, I'll have to end it here. But also, as you can see, I already got a pile of chests, and this is the kind of things I managed to get outside of it. So, with all the dirt that I got spent to make this terrain, I gained tons of more stones. Not that I need them, at least it'll be there. But the leaves, the mud, and all the bamboo, I think they will get eventually used, and all the logs as well. They could be useful. And also for the next episode, I plan to do things that will interact with my new friends, because in the time lapse, I don't know if you will see it, but 2 people teleported on me, Wilson and Creative, and they finally decided to join. So now I have one person less, but I have gained 2 more people. So what that means is I have some customers. Yes, customers. We'll see this at the next episode, and that was all the time I've got for today, so thank you very much for watching, and I hope you're as excited as I am to start the project of the mega base. It will take some time, so be patient. And the downside is episode will take more time to get out because I'll have to make more progress to make them more significant. Because I can't just put a single lane of dirt and call it a day. Unfortunately, we might see more delay throughout the episodes, and I have to upload on the French channel as well, which might include more delay. But I say between 1 week and 3 weeks, you shouldn't get more than that. And that is it for me, and you can see me in another video. We'll see you next time. Bye bye.